Welcome to Career Pod, your audible career fair podcast. I'm your host, Dana Francis. Career Pod is a podcast about careers and the interesting people behind them.
As a very young child, my father was a fireman, and so I wanted to be a fire truck.
The truck itself?
The truck itself.
Okay.
Because I mean, like Thomas the Train, there's got to be James the fire truck.
I wanted to be a rock star, and I'm still a basement rock star.
In the show, we try to explore a lot of the questions you might ask at a career fair. For example, how much money can I make?
Thinking about a teacher's wage, so about 50K up.
The average income is $60,000 to $70,000 a year, American.
What kind of education do I need?
I would say most importantly, a desire to learn.
And recording schools are ridiculously expensive. Even in Canada, the top recording schools in Canada are in the neighborhood of $30,000 to $45,000 a semester.
Is there much competition for jobs?
Laid off 3 times in 1 year. And even though I had a niche, I had to branch out and be creative in what I did for a job.
Together, we learn that the path to one's career is not always linear.
When you've learned throughout your career, you didn't necessarily take that linear path. You could have learned from work experience. You could have learned from self-reading even,
And that in these modern times, the ability to pivot is almost crucial.
They just either they couldn't pivot or they couldn't adjust themselves towards doing that or maybe doing something else.
Instantly, I thought, yeah, that makes so much sense. I don't like doctors, but nurses are always awesome. It didn't even occur to me that it was a female-dominated job.
With new fields emerging every day and technology replacing so many jobs, what's your emergency career plan?
I got laid off from one of my jobs, and then I had to really reevaluate what I wanted to do.
Maybe you're just sick of always having to work weekends or living paycheck to paycheck.
It was this awkward process of awkward time of these really shitty retail jobs that didn't pay much.
With a flair for the non-traditional, we invite the passionately curious to come join us every week as we learn about new careers.
You'll see a lot of guys that go into things like lawyers or doctors or engineers or trades and that becomes a problem because it's you pigeonhole yourself into specific categories.
Intrigued? We hope so. Hit subscribe to never miss an episode.